cinco, uno, cinco, siete, ocho.
Across the lonely static of the shortwave bands, a voice appears. It's not a DJ. It's not a news report. It's a ghost. A ghost that speaks only in numbers. For decades, these bizarre broadcasts have haunted the airwaves. They are known as numbers stations. Anonymous, untraceable, and utterly baffling. They appear without warning, recite their cryptic message, and vanish back into the noise. For years, the public had no idea what they were, but governments knew. These weren't ghosts. They were post offices. Secret post offices for spies. The concept was genius in its simplicity. During the Cold War, how could you send a message to an agent deep in enemy territory without being caught? No letters, no phone calls. You used a one-way broadcast, sent from your home country. The agent would listen at a pre-arranged time on a specific frequency. They'd write down the numbers, then decrypt the message using a one-time pad, a notepad of random keys. Once used, a page was destroyed. It was a perfect system, unbreakable, and the sender was completely anonymous. From the Cuban 5 spy ring in the 90s to Russian sleeper agents discovered in the US, the use of these stations is a documented fact, not a theory. The Cold War ended, but the numbers never truly went away. The technology of secret communication simply evolved, which brings us to a modern mystery. A mystery not of a hidden message, but of a missing world. March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a Boeing 777 with 239 souls on board, vanished from radar. But it didn't just disappear. It was systematically, deliberately erased. First, its transponder, the device that identifies the plane to air traffic control, was switched off. Then its ACARS system, which sends data back to the airline, was disabled. The plane became a digital phantom. It was invisible to the world, almost. For 7 hours, the plane's satellite data unit sent automated pings to an Inmarsat satellite. These pings contained no data about location or speed, only confirmation that it was still powered on. By analyzing these faint handshakes, investigators drew 2 massive arcs on a map where the plane could have been. Its final resting place remains unknown, so how does a Cold War relic connect to a vanished 777? The connection isn't the technology itself, it's the principle. The principle of using invisible, untraceable signals to exert control or deliver information. Consider the theory of electronic warfare. For years, aviation experts and independent researchers have speculated that MH370 could have been the victim of a remote cyber hijack. The theory suggests that its critical navigation and communication systems could have been compromised and controlled from an external source, a military AWACS plane, a ship, or a ground station. This external signal would be the modern equivalent of a numbers station broadcast, a highly encrypted directional data stream telling the plane's flight management system what to do. The pilots would be locked out, unable to regain control. The plane would follow its new secret instructions, broadcast by an invisible master, just like a spy following the numbers whispered through the static. This isn't science fiction. Patents for remote aircraft control systems exist. Military drone technology is built on this very concept. In this scenario, the pings to the Inmarsat satellite weren't a clue. They were the only thing the hijackers couldn't disable, a ghost in the machine they failed to erase. We may never know what truly happened to flight MH370. This remains only a theory, one of many in a sea of uncertainty. But the grand connection is a powerful one. It shows us that while technology changes, the desire for secret communication and control does not. From numbers whispered to spies in the dead of night, to digital commands sent to a phantom airliner over the Indian Ocean, the most profound mysteries are often tied together by invisible threads. The question is, what other secrets are being broadcast right now, hidden in the static all around us?